So today, I ended up doing something I swore I would never do, which was I took the deal at court, but I was ready to fight the good fight, except that the reality is I'm homeless, still broke, I love Tracy, and it was taking too much of a toll on her. They were taught, these are all misdemeanors, and yet I was going to be in trial for the next 3.5 weeks or more. There was going to come a day where I wouldn't be able to, I would run out of gas, wouldn't have the gas, whatever, and they would put a bench warrant and then presume guilt. So there really wasn't much choice. But the truth of it is, there was no way it was ever going to go good for me, period. Because even if I had done that, after 3.5 weeks, I would still be found guilty and probably end up in jail, and there would be no impact, no effect, because from the judge on down, they're not listening. They don't hear. And it was only at the very end that my lawyer, my public defender, began to understand after she watched some body cam. So what it was after months of knowing this woman, she watched some body cam and figured out I wasn't lying. And that wasn't a revelation for me. So that's bad. You know, this is a person, a defense lawyer, for one thing. She didn't know a lot of major things. You didn't see that because right behind me, his car was backing up. These other cars come blazing through the parking lot, just always. Anyway, we're both depressed because now so what they did was they made me plead guilty to a resisting arrest, the case from today, which didn't have any other charge, just resisting. Resisting arrest for what? And then also a possession of a controlled substance, which I didn't have, but it doesn't matter because the probation is I just stay out of trouble, and if they stop me, then they could presumably search the car if they think drugs are in use. What's the difference between then and now? I have them popping up when I'm sitting in this very spot. Last Sunday, Tracy and I were just sitting here eating. All of a sudden, a cop. The place is packed. People drunk, walking, people shoplifting beer right out the doors. And he's asking me, am I safe to drive? It's like, are you fucking kidding me? And this resisted arrest is just because they're a bunch of pussies. I'm an old man. I smoked too much. I couldn't run 10 feet without falling down wheezing. And yet they still will never come at me with less than 6 cops. So untold amounts of effort, time, and grief, pain and anguish. But even if I fought those cases, we still wouldn't have been able to find a civil lawyer, because the whole thing is about, which has nothing to do with these cases, once they hear the word homeless, that's it. Game over. Because that is the worst word in the world. You couldn't be in a worse position, especially in California. Gavin Newsom, everybody thought he was a hero. What he did was he just used the pandemic, which he created pretty much, and used it to get a bunch of goodies from the feds and pay off an army of people to stay by his side. That's the liberal woke progressives, California, running California. They can't ever conceive that homeless people are human and have rights and deserve things. And in many cases, it has nothing to do with drugs, alcohol, nothing. Craziness, nothing. It has to do with the fact you lost your fucking house, a lot of times due to scandalous motherfuckers, some of which are squatters out here. And so they take someone's house and they come back and there's nothing, now they're homeless. But they still have a house, but people are living in it and they're not paying rent. And so, I never did that shit. If I had $5 for every 50 owed to me in the valley for construction, I'd be a wealthy man right now. It's just that's how endemic cheating other people is. Cheating on my cards, cheating them out of their money, cheating on their heart. It doesn't matter. Cheating. Cheating at the law by lying. And then, once you get the system, there's no... I don't get a fair shake. But that's, I know that. But the thing is, to some degree, I have a part in some of my troubles, even though there's cop corruption. But still, Tracy has none. And she's been through way too much. Still to this day, pound for pound, the toughest person I ever knew. Because she's like half my weight and been through all the same shit I have. And we talk to homeless people all the time. None of them has stories. The first 2.5 years was relentless. So, every day something new. So, that's the update. And, depressing. I'm depressed. All I know is you, the viewers who view this, I don't know, somehow it's a catharsis for me, and I only hope there's a certain amount of educational value in it. I'll be back.